Alrighty, so today I want to talk about the Part 2 banners, specifically the question of whether or not you should be summoning on the new Part 2 banners, like I said. Now, the banners have been live for about 12 hours, so when it comes down, well, it'll be a little bit more than 12 hours when this goes up, but when I recorded it, or when I'm recording this, it's been like, it's a little under 12 hours, right? So if you are still on the fence of whether or not you should be summoning or not, then this video is for you. So I think when it comes to the featured lineups on both these banners, they're not terrible, but for specifically the Carnival banner, we'll get into that a little bit later. There is one reason why I think there's a little bit less of a reason to summon on that version on Global. So if you know what I'm talking, you probably already know what I'm getting at, but if you don't, I will explain it a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started with looking at the Dokkan Festival banner, the new Broly. So the featured lineup, if you guys did watch my predictions video, not that it was hard, but we got all of the units right. No flubs, right? Like it was 10 for 10, like, because let's be honest, 8 of these units were extremely predictable and 2 of them were given, right? So, I'm gonna give myself the tiniest pat on the back for getting these 2 down here right. So this likely means that this character is going to be easy A-ing, and this character is going to be getting a super easy A. So do keep that in mind. These will probably have some more value in like a couple of weeks compared to immediate value right now, like Broly, right? So let's looking at the banner. Again, same on JP and Global, specifically this banner. Videl, kind of a nothing burger, unfortunately. Just the way things go sometimes with her teams and stuff like that. She just really doesn't have a place. I don't think it's her fault. It's just the situation. It did not, the way that the game is right now, it did not call for a new Videl. I think a Go 10 would have made a lot more sense, just because, especially with this easy A right down here, they benefit from having a Go 10 or a Trunks around. So do keep that in mind. Broly, unbelievable, incredible unit, right? We know how he is now. He is very, very good utility. Uncontrollable power, he is a little bit tied to that team, unfortunately, but still a incredibly good unit. No issues for me. Very good character, and if you want to summon for the fact that it's Broly alone, I would completely understand your decision. Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, again, a character I'm sure a lot of people like, a fun moment, stuff like that. One of my favorite SSR arts in the game still, too, by the way, but this is a very good character, especially on, like, the Buu Saga team in short content. Like, if this is a 2 or 3 turn fight, this guy is an absolute ace, so keep that in mind. Harudagard, he's okay. He fits on the movie bosses team. Texamasu, same thing, pretty good. Like, works on the super bosses team, but you guys know how things are right now. It's just, when that damage reduction starts to go down, it can be a little bit tricky for him. The GT Duo, past their prime, but can be used in mid-tier content, right? Like, new content, it's kind of just like, unless you plan on being there for 3 turns, on turn 2, you get their revive, and then that's it. That's about the most that you can get out of them right now. Now, this is where things get interesting, and I actually would recommend that you do summon on the banner because of this right here, Orange Piccolo. This is a character that is very good for Beast Gohan, and if you are somebody that started during the 9th anniversary, this is going to be your first opportunity to pick up this Orange Piccolo. So, no problem with me if you want to summon just to try and chase a copy of this character. I think the way he works with Beast Gohan, very, very helpful, right? Like, you can't go wrong picking up this character. Honestly, like, if you have extra coins, like, if you have 500, I'd say probably don't do this. But if you have like 1,000, 1,500, like, pick up a copy of this Piccolo with coins if you don't pull him on your summons. I think that would be a very smart idea. Cooler, he's cooler. We're not going to talk about them. And then these 2 are stashes, right? So I wanted to just make sure I explained everything on the banner, and so like the appeal to all of these characters, right? And then kind of give you the answer of whether or not you should be summoning, right? So here's the case for it, right? Broly is just like, like I said, unbelievably good. Very impressive, stuff like that, and it's also the worldwide download celebration, right? And I have trouble, like, I can't in good faith tell you to skip these banners. Like, and be like, yeah, that's probably the smart decision. But for like the case against it, it's the fact that these units will be returning during the 10th anniversary, which is in January, right? This is no longer a what it used to be on Global, where you're going to have to wait 11 months for these characters to come back. It's only going to be a little bit of a wait now, right? You're going to have to wait till the anniversary, which again is the end of January. So if you are somebody who is willing to wait, you know, an extra 4 months here to get this character or summon for this character on the anniversary banners, and then that is fine. But again, it is worldwide, the hype is there, and I think that if you want to summon on this banner, this is 100% a good call, right? When it comes to featured units that are good, there is a slew of them here. You know, we've got, what's it called, like 5 really good units on this banner from these 3 right here, and then these 2. And then we also have 2 potentially really good units right here when they easy A and stuff like that. So super easy A for this guy, easy A for that guy, will be in business. So again, I think you should summon on this banner. But again, if you are somebody that wants to be patient and you want to skip, I think that is fine. All in all, I think the value on this banner is about where we want it to be. But like an anniversary banner would be better. So again, like it's a case like if you pull a copy of Broly, I would just say stop. Right? Like if you get him early, you just be done, right? But otherwise, yeah, you're good. So let's go ahead and move on, and we are going to talk about this banner. Now, I mentioned earlier that if you were on JP, you're going to be a little bit more excited summoning on this banner, and it's very simple. You see this guy right here, Ultimate Gohan? On JP, it's just a character that, a it's just okay with hype. It's just Gogeta Blue. But like, jokes aside, like obviously Ultimate Gohan is not Gogeta Blue. And with this lineup right here, this feels like a Gohan or bust, right? Like you are the new Gohan or bust, right? Like that's about as far as I can go with this one. It's like, how many LRs do we have featured here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 featured LRs here. So that is a decent bit. That feels like a an anniversary banner, right? Like if we just go over the value on this one, right? It's Gohan, the number 1, arguably, right? You're okay. You're just not good at this point. Like, he can't take a hit right now. And it's like, if you don't just go into the turn with the revival, you're in trouble. You're okay, I guess you do okay support. You're very good. Your EZA is very impressive. You're okay. And then these 2, I don't know what's going on with these 2. So like, I think what I would do, so if I was the viewer, right, and you didn't know what you wanted to do, I think that this is a very good opportunity to pity a unit. If you're somebody that hasn't used those coins yet, you haven't done anything with them yet, let's just say you're at 450 for some reason, you've been farming stones all celebration and you've been able to do that. I think what I would do is build up to pity on this banner. I would summon on this character, or summon and just get the coins on this banner right here, because you're just going to be getting more value per multi, and then once you get to the 500 coins, I'd recommend that you just buy this character. Because again, I don't think that just throwing your stones at this banner is really worth it, because it's literally like, if you don't pull this Gohan, you're going to be leaving the banner with like a sour taste, right? You're just gonna be like, that was horrible, right? Like these multis were bad, right? Because it's just like, this guy's okay. Like I said, like there is some excitement to be had with like Tech Broly and Ultimate Gohan and stuff like that, but I don't think the ends justify the means in this one if you don't pull this character summoning on this banner, compared to this banner right here, where you walk away with 3 copies of Orange Piccolo and you don't have him. You're like, okay, that's a pretty good result there. Or you pull Golden Week Goku, or you pull Hirudegarn, right? You're going to get something that there is utility for. So again, kind of the final thing here. I know that there's, you want like the concrete yes or no answer. The problem is with this is like, it doesn't really exist, right? This worldwide and anniversary, I would say, are the times where it's like, I always think that you just have the green light to summon, right? Like, go ahead, summon on these banners, have a great time, right? That's always how I feel about it, because these are like the most exciting times of the year, and just, the FOMO here is definitely going to be real if you are going to stay disciplined. But again, these characters specifically are going to be returning in 4 months, so if you are someone who is willing to be patient and just wait for the anniversary, that's completely fine, but don't feel bad if you do want to summon right now. You are still getting very good value for your stones. So I recommend that you summon on these on the Broly banner, but err with caution on the Gohan banner. That would be my final verdict. So let me know down below, what is your plan? If you already summoned, how did your summons go? What is your plan moving forward? Are you going to be pitting a copy of any of these characters? All that fun stuff down below. And if you did enjoy today's video and got something out of it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here. We post Dokkan content every day, and you won't regret it, I'm sure. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.